I try to think about that because I'll lose perspective about where I'm not where I want to be yet, or I haven't accomplished the things that I want to accomplish yet. And I think about my own dad, and he didn't even start until my age minus 2 years. And I look at that, and being an entrepreneur, it's crazy because I do believe a lot of people romanticize being an entrepreneur. Like they kind of imagine that it's going to be a certain way. And I haven't met one person who wants to be an entrepreneur that says, oh, it's going to be a piece of cake, it's going to be easy. I think everybody more or less understands that it's going to be really, really tough. But I still don't think they really understand the kind of, I didn't understand the kind of toughness. I started this whole entrepreneur journey. I tried something in college, and our latest business, which had been in business for almost 20 years, started that when I was 21 years old. And it took me a good 8-9 years to pull my head out of the sand, I guess I'll say. And it's just because you think it's going to be a certain way, and you think results are going to happen a certain way or a certain time, and it's not how it happened in our lives. We were not overnight successes or by any shape of the imagination. And all I could say is when I look back at that journey, I don't regret a single bit of it. I don't look back and go, man, I wish we did things faster or quicker or whatever it was. I don't regret a single thing of it because we genuinely love our life today. But one thing that I will say about the toughest thing about being an entrepreneur is this, that I think a lot of people say that they actually want the results, or they say that they're ready to pay the price. And when it's actually time to pay the price, I think they'd rather be comfortable. I think they'd rather be taken care of than actually take responsibility. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but I do think it's very much romanticized. You look at things like, especially today, with how they are, even on this own platform, on YouTubes of the world or social media, you get to see the highlights of people's lives, like even us. You get these few minute clips of our life, and this is not our life. This is not like just sitting in front of lights and cameras and having people do things for us. It's not a regular kind of a life. And all I could say is that if you truly do want to become an entrepreneur, get ready to probably work the hardest you've ever worked in your entire lives. And there's an interesting statistic that doesn't benefit well for me, actually, even though it might look like it is. It look like it does, but it doesn't. The statistic goes like this, and I could be wrong, so I don't want to misquote, but it goes something like this, that if you are an immigrant to the United States of America, if you weren't born in this country, you're 4 times more likely to become very, very, very successful as an entrepreneur than somebody who was born here. And that doesn't bode well for me because I was born here, and I can understand why. Many times when you come here from another country, like my dad as an example, he would literally tell me stories about what it was like to live in Brazil with no family, no connections, no education, nothing. He would buy books by mail, read the books, take notes from the books. He would literally take notes from the books by hand and then return the books because he couldn't afford the next book. So he would return the book to get a refund and then buy the next book. And he got a job by repairing watches. He figured out how to repair watches because he took apart his own watch that his dad gave him, and he learned how to put it back together. And he would go to a repair shop and literally go, look, this is a broken watch, and let me show you that I can fix it. And I would encourage those of you that have that spirit of being an entrepreneur to really go for it. Surround yourself with good people, gritty people. Don't get caught up in the glamour of being an entrepreneur, because it's really not glamorous. I don't care if I have to take out the trash or do accounting work or whatever. Paperwork, we'll do whatever it takes because it's what it takes to win. And I never want to lose that spirit in this country, because of what it really, really is to stand up and fight for something that you truly believe in. Never, ever, ever lose sight of it, because it's going to be so easy. So many times, I guarantee you're going to find yourself going like, what the heck am I doing? And if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, you're just going to give up, and I'll just tell you, don't do that. Push through, be one of the few that follow through. Too many people in today's world don't follow through. They give up so easily on their dreams and their commitments. And people all the time tell Jennifer and I, man, we love your marriage, we love your business, your family life, the life you guys built. And everybody wants the result, but they don't want to pay the price. And I'll tell you, the result is only worth it because we paid the price. You can't have the prize without the price and have it still be that valuable. So just want to encourage you, if you believe in that, fight hard for it. It's so worth it. Love you guys.